What's up, guys? Welcome to this video about Mautic. I am really excited about it because Mautic is by far the most interesting marketing automation tool I've ever used, and the reason is it's completely open source, yet it gives you the same power as any marketing automation tool out there. So as you can see, I have the post that you're reading right in front of me, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you should head over to bloggingtribe.com/, said Mautic Marketing Automation right way. I'll link to it right below this video. Alright, so the reason why I'm making this video is to guide you through the installation, as well as tell you how Mautic is different and how you can use it for your blog or your business. Okay, so first thing you need to do when you are thinking about installing Mautic is to head over to your cPanel. So I'll just go right away to my cPanel here and ignore the trial license. I haven't gotten a new license yet. And first thing we want to do is to go to subdomains. Okay, and the reason for that is it's just a personal preference. I like to access Mautic or anything that I use through a subdomain. It makes life easier. Alright, so I'll just say Mautic here and everything should be good. So I'll create. Alright, it says it already exists. Alright, now we'll go to Softaculous. Once you set your subdomain, you go to Softaculous apps installer, and what you want to do is search for Mautic, and you can see it right here. Should load this page. Click on install, and what we want to do is install it on um, Mautic, and I don't want that. And for demo purposes, I'm going to leave this as it is, admin and password and everything as it is. But in your case, you need to set a very strong username and a very strong password. My suggestion is you go to strong or passwordsgenerator.net. Okay, and you basically you would remove this, of course. You would generate this, and that would be username, and then you would select that and generate something stronger and use that for your password. Okay, and you can play with the length or whatever. All right, so this is not about security, so for now I'm going to use admin and password for my username and password, and I'll click on install, and I'll wait a little bit for it to install, so it shouldn't take long. And it's telling me that it is successful, so I'll open this in a new tab, and it's almost there. Perfect. So for my password, my username, I'll enter admin, and then here password. I'll log in, and here's Mautic. It's working. It looks good. By default, gives you this dashboard that shows you how many new leads you got that same day. One thing you notice about Mautic is it refers to leads as contacts, not as leads, but I don't think that's a problem. So here you get to see how many people signed up on this day, how many people signed up on this day, and so on. Here you see your top segments. Here you see your contact map, like where your contacts are from, um, your visits, people who clicked on your emails, how many emails you sent versus how many people saw them, um, and so on. All right. So first thing you want to do is, well, you just go to account and you make sure that the email here matches the email you want to be sending from. Okay. So you change your first name and last name, and you put in the correct email and so on. Once you have done that, so in my case I'll just say Awa Muhammad, and then here I would say Awa at bloggingtribe.com, and I don't like saying best regards, it's too formal, and then I'd remove from name. I'll put just awa. And system language, time zone, that's all good. Username, that's good. Click on apply. Okay. Once you're done, see, it even got my picture automatically. I love this thing. All right. Next, we'll go to configuration, and we will um, configure Mautic to work properly. Okay. So first thing I like to do is go to email settings. Okay. Name to send your mail as. I want to send it as Awa Muhammad and Awa at bloggingtribe.com. Mailer is owner, yes. Return path for bounces. Just say bounces at. You'll set this for yourself, okay? So in my case, I am setting it up for Blogging Tribe. In your case, you would replace this with your domain. So if you own abc.xyz, then you would put abc.xyz. All right. And the service to send email through, this is very important because PHP is not going to give you the best deliverability out there. Most likely you're going to end up in spam 99% of the time. Okay, so what I would suggest is using Amazon SCS, and that's what I talked about. If you're one of my tribe members, you would know this. I told you how Mautic plus Amazon SCS saves you a bunch of money. So we'll configure it to Amazon SCS, but for now, let's just keep it at PHP mail. And how should the emails be handled? Queue, because that makes it slightly faster. And then you see here is the monitored address. Okay, so what you'd want to do is um, create two separate emails. So what you would do is basically go back to your cPanel and go to your email accounts, and create two. What I think you should do is create three. Okay, one is the one you'll be sending from. So if you'll be sending from your name at your blog.com, okay, then you should create your name at your blog.com so that you can receive emails, you can receive replies, and so on. Okay, second, you should create bounces at your blog.com, so your domain here as well. Okay, and you should configure that. If you're using cPanel, the IMAP host is always mail.yourdomain.com or .net, whatever your domain is. So you take your domain and you add mail dot, so you have your own IMAP host. Okay, and then here you would say bounces. I'll just copy this here. And just to not run into errors, I will use SSL with non-valid certificate, um, just to not have any issues. So this is to be monitored, used to generate bounces and subscribers. Yes. So and I have my IMAP password here. Now once I have those, I'll click on test connection and fetch folders. It says success. Okay. Now I'll just select inbox for bounces, and then for unsubscribe requests, I will use a custom connection here. You don't have to do this. You can just also click on inbox here. But what I like to do is use a separate account, and I'll say unsubscribe at like this, and then it's the same information here. So like this, and and here as well is a non-valid SSL with non-valid certificate, and I'll put in my password. Alright, now that I have my password, I'll test the connection again, and it works, and here it's automatically selected the inbox. And contact replies is basically when someone replies back to your email, and that is very important. If you're doing anything related to email marketing, no matter how big your email list is, you should always try to stay in touch with your subscribers. So I will use a separate connection for this one as well, and for me like this, and then and SSL with non-valid certificate, connect and fetch accounts, and then I'll just say inbox. Okay, now this you can just customize it or keep it as it is. I always customize stuff. All right, so that should be good. Now we go up to the top and we click on apply, and it's saving our information. Now um, we go to campaign settings. Let's just go through this real quick. So system settings is is basically the system information. Okay, so you don't need to do this to play around with this. One thing you need to do though is download the IP lookup service, the database for IPs. This will help Mautic identify where your subscribers are based on their IP address. So you just simply click on fetch IP lookup data store, and it's a success. That's it. That's all it takes. Okay. Next, we'll go to assets, and I think we are good to go. Campaign, email settings, we just edited that. Contacts, landing page settings, um, tracking. If you do not have a WordPress website, then you can use this. Otherwise, they have a really nice plugin that you just enter. You just install on WordPress, and it tracks when your visitors visit the pages, how long they stay on those pages, how they interact with um, with your website. You see, and that teaches you a lot about your subscribers. Okay, if you would like to use their landing pages, the Mautic landing page builder, and you would like to use Facebook ads, then you can install your Facebook Pixel ID here, and then you could just say embed enable on tracking on your tracking page and enable on Mautic landing page, and then you could also enter your Google Analytics ID here. Queue settings, no, and everything else looks good. Okay, so we'll just save and close, and we are good. Literally, we are ready now to start sending. um, we still have to fix the the sending service. Actually, you know what, let's do it right now. Let me give you a bonus here. All right, so for this, you want to go to aws.amazon.com, and you click on if you have an account, you click on sign in, or you sign up. Okay, you just register. You go to sign in, and then you just figure out your way. Okay, one thing that I really like about AWS, Amazon Web Services, is they they give you an entire year of, yes, not very powerful VPSs or anything at all, but you can literally host your website for an entire year for free. Okay, and that is beautiful. Okay, so you sign up. I cannot show you my login information, so close your eyes for a second. Ooh, I'm logged in. I did not even need to hide anything. All right, so now that we're logged in, you ignore this. If this is your first time, you will not have this. You have to customize your menu with the things you use often. Okay, and this is basically what I use. But for you, you would go to services, and you would type here simple email service. Okay, and you click on that. Just give it a second. And first thing you need to do is go to domains and validate and have your domain approved. Okay, so the best way to do it is to simply go to your domains. Click here. I cannot open it. I don't have any sophisticated video editing software right now. I am literally throwing this out of nowhere. But you would go to domains and you would add a new domain, and they would give you um, codes, DNS codes, basically things that you do not see on your blog, but you get to see them through your DNS. So let me show you an example here. Let me go to DNS and let's go to zone editor. Let's try manage, and all you would need to do is add something like this. Where is Amazon SCS? All right, Amazon. Perfect. You see, so they give you codes like these, and what you would want to do is append them as subdomains to your blog or your domain. And what those will do is they will tell Amazon that you actually own this domain. Okay, so there is this. These are the DKIM keys, I think, or and if you go to SCS. Uh, all right, but you get the point, right? I can link to an article below that will help you with setting up your validating, approving your domain. Okay, once you have it approved, it shouldn't take more than 30 minutes. You go to SMTP settings. Okay, and here's the thing. Okay, you need to see what the server name is. All right, so for me it's US East 1. So we go back to email settings, and I'll switch this to Amazon SCS and email smtp.useast1. That is the one I want. Okay, now it says the port. This does this ask for ports? No, it does it automatically. Perfect. All right, we'll create new SMTP credentials, and just I'll create a demo. um, so I'll say demo Mautic user. Okay, you could put anything you want here, and you will click on create, and then I'll show you this. I'll delete it afterwards. You never know who's watching. All right, for the username you put that, and then you copy the password, and you need to keep those in a safe place, because if anyone gets them, they can use your Amazon account to send any email. They will destroy your reputation. It will be a mess. Okay, so keep them somewhere safe or even delete them. All right, how should mail be handled? We did that already. Now that we have the username and the password, let's test the connection. Perfect, it said success, and now we'll save and close, and literally that is it. Okay, now Mautic is not using our uh, our server's PHP or local mail server. It's using Amazon, which gives you amazing results. All right, and you could literally see. Let me just go back to simple email service. All right, and you see, you get to see your sending statistics, your reputation dashboard, and this is very important because if you have a terrible reputation, your email will go to spam straight up. Okay, and your reputation has to do with bounces and complaints. The way to reduce complaints is to not just send email to anyone, only send emails to people who confirmed their email address. All right, now, now that we have everything configured, let me show you how you can use Mautic yourself. So first thing you notice is the sidebar or the menu, okay? And you have your calendar, and this basically will show you um, what's scheduled for when and such stuff, what was sent today, what will be sent tomorrow, and so on. You have your contacts, and this is where you'll find your leads. So let's do a quick ad. Okay, so My first name is Awah. I don't care about the last name. awah@loggingtribe.com. And you see, here's the first name, here's the email. Now, tags is what you'd find on commercial style um, companies, okay, like ConvertKit, like Infusionsoft, and so on. Okay, so let's say I want to tag Awa here for email marketing. He showed interest in email marketing, so I want to send him only emails about email marketing. I'll just type email marketing and hit enter. Okay, and I'll click save, and I am good to go. Literally, that simple. Okay, if you looked at my profile here, you'll see my picture. It automatically loads this for any user who uses Gravatar. um, you will see all my interactions with you um, as a site owner. So if you send me an email, you'll see it here. You'll see which email I received. You'll see if I opened the email, what actions I took. I was actually checking it out earlier, and I randomly clicked on this guy's profile, and I literally saw, I sent him an email, and right after he saw my email on the switch I made from ConvertKit to Mautic, he went to my homepage, and he read a few blog posts before he went on. I saw how, like, it was just beautiful. All right. So if you want to write notes about people, so if someone interacts with you and you really just want to give that person something to distinguish them, you could just add a note here and just say, uh, in, uh, emailed back with a request, for example. All right. And then here you could say you want to email them personally, and then you could just do this. You see? Now it's there. All right. Social, by the way, I am not an expert yet in Mautic. I just installed it like a few days ago, and so on. So here you get to see, you could search for social media profiles, literally. You see? So if you click here, I don't think I have any social media profiles. Oh yes, yes, you have to configure them through the integration. I think you go to plugins. All right, let's go to plugins and install or upgrade plugins. And then you have Amazon S3 for your assets. So if you're giving away some downloadable, you could use Amazon S3. Um, you can connect it with Facebook. You can connect it with Google Plus. That's for sure. Your Gmail, LinkedIn, Instagram. You can literally look up people's profiles on Instagram through this. It's amazing. If you're using Sugar CRM, if you use any CRM at all, I think they have a really nice collection. There's Sugar CRM. There is I've never used these. Pipedrive. I think it's a CRM. I'm not sure. You see, GoToMeeting. These are webinar services. HubSpot. Um, it's really nice. Like, I really like this. All right. So what I really love about it is the segments and the campaigns, and I cannot wait till I show you the campaigns. All right. Let's first start with segments. Okay. So let's say I have I just started my email list, and I am building an onboarding sequence. I want to keep those who are onboarding to my tribe separate from those who are on the newsletter. Okay. So I would create a a segment called newsletter, and I'll say tags including newsletter. Okay, and then that's it. Save and close. Now everyone who is in this segment will be tagged with, if anyone is tagged with newsletter, they will be in this segment. Okay, now so here's my newsletter segment, and then I'll create an onboarding sequence. So on onboarding tribe, those who are very new to me, they have no idea who I am, they have never seen blogging tribe before, and they just join my email list. So I put them on a separate segment, sending them specific emails designed specifically to get them initiated. All right, and here I'll also search for tags. Basically, I'm filtering through the tags, and they need to be on boarding. Let's say I want to tag them with onboarding tribe. Okay, so I'll save that and close it. And now I have two segments: newsletter and onboarding tribe. And just to create pending email confirmation, those are the people who did not email me, who did not confirm their emails. So I'll say tags and pending email, pending pending email confirmation. All right, and I think that's good to go. And uh, just for my own vanity, I will say confirm email tribes, confirm tribe members, those who confirm their emails, and I'll just say um, tags, and I'll say confirm, or let's make it active, or status active. You see, you can be as creative as you want. And then tags, I'll go for tags, and I'll exclude, and excluding pending email confirmation. So if by accident someone is tagged by both, someone is not, they're pending, they're still pending email confirmation and accidentally got status active, I don't send them emails because that will hurt me more than help me. All right, so I will not send anyone anything. So I will just exclude everyone else, and I'll save and close. Okay, now that we have the segments, we know what tags we want. Let's go to components, and here you can see you have your assets where you can put in your downloads. So let me give you an example here. Um, so the storage, let's make it local, and let's say this one. All right, so I'm giving away a Mautic cron job code, um, title code, cron job codes for Mautic. All right, and I'll save and close. Perfect, this looks good. All right, now let's go to forms. Here you can create your forms and you can embed them directly into your website or use a plugin like Thrive Leads, and it works like perfectly. Okay, so you can create new campaign forms, but I really like to use standalone forms because these allow me to be a little bit more flexible. So let's say I'm giving out a to-do list, or let's see. So top 7 must have WordPress plugins, for example. Okay, I'm giving away this, so I will create a form for it, a specific one to see um, who's requesting what and give them the right thing accordingly. And successful submit action. So when they click on submit or download, where should they be taken? And I want them to be taken to confirm my confirmation page. Okay, the fields, I will need a text, and I'll call this first name, and then I'll go to contact field, and I'll say I want this to be saved in the first name field. Validation, attributes, behavior, everything is good. So I'll just say add, and then I'll search for email, and here I'll type email, contact field, email, pre-selected, perfect. And now I think we're good. Actions, when someone submits this form, what do I want to tag them with? So first, I'll say tags, modify contact tags, and I'll say add pending. Okay, so I want to pending email confirmation, and here I'll say tag. So this will not affect anything It's just for me to know what's going on here. So I want to add a tag, and I'll say once anyone submits this form, I want them to be tagged as pending email confirmation. Okay, nothing is going to be sent to them unless they confirm their email. Okay, so I want to do this. I want to pending email confirmation. Okay, so I'll just click on add, and just for me to know which email or which download to send them, I'll say tag again, top 7 WordPress plugins. All right, and then here I'll say top 7 WordPress plugins. You see, now that I have this, I will know who requested what exactly, okay, and I'll send them the proper email without having to confuse things around. Okay, so the name is this, the redirect URL is this, the fields are correct, the actions are correct. All right, now is it published? Yes. The category here, let's classify this as in create new category and incentive form. So I'm giving an incentive for someone to subscribe to my email list, and so I'll call this category incentive forms, and let's give them a cool color. There we go. Published, save and close. See, it updated automatically, and I think we're good. So I'll save and close now. And if you click on preview, you will see your form. Okay, let me just show you an example. Let's go to contacts, and now let's say I want to create someone came to this and was like, ooh, I need that so bad. Actually, let's keep that open. But you see, this is what they will see, and let me guide you through it real quick. Okay, so now that we have a form ready and it's tagging people as pending, let's create our first campaign. And why not make that campaign a campaign that gets people to confirm their emails? All right, so let's call this email confirmation master, and we'll publish it, and we'll launch the campaign builder. And what we want to do now is the contact. We want to do this for contact segments, okay, because we create a segment based on a tag, okay, remember. So we want to target the segment of pending email confirmation. We'll add that. Now, once we have a source of leads, so let's say you subscribed, you came here, and your user came here and subscribed. They were tagged as pending email confirmation. What should the system do? What should Mautic do? Okay, first we want to check something. Okay, we want to put a condition. Okay, and we want to check the tags. Maybe they are pre-existing users. Okay, maybe this is not their first time interacting with you. So first, let's check if they have status active. What if they already have the status active tag? Okay, and then here we'll go to status active, and we want to do this immediately. Like the second the system detects this new lead, we want to check so we can send them everything ASAP. Okay, so what we have here is check if they have status active. Okay, you see, now we have two things. We have green and orange. Orange stands for no, green stands for yes. So if they already have status active, you want to do something. We want to tags, modify contacts tags. All right, so we first want to remove, we want to remove um, remove, what is it called, pending, remove pending. So we don't want them to be pending, we want them to keep going. All right, so we want to remove pending email confirmation. Okay, now you see, so if they have status active, they have pending email confirmation, and then here we will add an action, and we'll say, let's say, we'll say tags, modify contacts tags, and then let's say uh, add tag waiting asset, so that we know this lead didn't get their asset yet, so let's send them the asset. Okay, so waiting asset delivery. I like such cool names, I'm telling you. All right, so we tag them with this, and if you notice, I have two actions at the same time. Okay, so we first remove pending, then we tag them with waiting asset delivery, and then we'll also remove campaign, change campaigns. We want to remove them from this campaign. All right, now this is if they are already subscribed. What if they're not? If they're not subscribed, we want to send them an email to have them confirm. Okay, so send confirm your email. Okay, and here we'll say create new email. All right, my browser is blocking the pop-ups, so I'll just apply this. I'm gonna be back in a second, so I will apply. I'll go here and I'll add this website to the whitelist, and I'll refresh. Now we'll launch the campaign builder, and here we'll have an action email, and we'll send an email to that person. We'll say send confirm your email, and then here we'll create a new email. And you have templates, you have all those templates to use. I personally prefer this because these feel corporate, these do not feel from a person to a person. So the subject line, important, please confirm your email, that seems to be standard everywhere, so I'll use that. And the internal name, you are the only one who will see this, so we'll say email confirmation, email address confirmation email, or no need for a full stop. So is it published? Yes. And campaign source, we could say Mautic, medium, email, campaign name, email address confirmation. Basically what this does is it adds parameters to the link you add, whatever link you add, and Google Analytics will track these. So in your Google Analytics, you'll be able to find out what source brought in this traffic, what medium, what was the campaign that brought in how many people, and so on. Okay, so once we have that, we'll go to the builder, and we have here. So what we'll do, be like hey, and then we'll remove this, please confirm your email, and then click to confirm. You see, now we'll say that, and then we'll add a link, and we want to send them to https bloggingtribe.com/thank you. And you see, this will only work, so even if they went to that link directly, they will not confirm their email unless they click this link in the email, which is very beautiful, by the way. All right, so I don't think we need to do this at all. And by the way, you need to be a little bit more creative with it. If you've seen my confirmation email, it's slightly longer than that. It's still standard, but don't use this. This is for demo purposes only. All right. You can add a button here. So let me show you real quick. So let's add a button, and let's say the text is button link is HTTPS. Thank you. And button link is confirm my email. All right. You can add a code mode. You can add an image card. You can add images. You can add social follow. So like this, and then people could be following you. Like with this, we'll come here and the padding on top, let's say 20 pixels. I think that would look good. All right, let's click on apply and close builder, and we'll save and close. And it loaded here, so we'll add that. So now they will, when the system detects they do not have status active, they will be sent a confirmation email. And now um, let's click here, and yes, so we'll once they send this, okay, we want to add a decision. Okay, so the decision is if the visitor visits a certain page, which is our confirmation page, the page that we just entered. Okay, so visited thank you page. Okay, and here we'll say the thank you page that they're supposed to go to from the email. Okay, and we'll add that. And now we have a decision to make. If they did this, okay, if they made the decision and they clicked, what happens? If yes, we'll do actions. Okay, first we'll modify the tags, and we'll add status active because now they have confirmed the emails, and we will remove the pending email confirmation. So update tags here. That is the first thing we will do, right? The second is we will also tag them with um, with waiting asset delivery. So here we'll say um, waiting asset delivery, so that our asset delivery campaign can also take care of them as well. See, so just like this, we have created a complete campaign that literally takes decisions based on if a subscriber or a contact or a lead does a specific thing. You see, so we have this how this basically goes. Okay, so someone joins this form, the form tags them as pending email confirmation. The Mautic realizes that they were tagged with pending, so it adds them to the segment pending email confirmation. Once they are in the segment, it checks if they have status active, which is a tag we only give to confirmed email addresses. Okay, if they do have it, we will remove the pending so that they don't get the confirmation email again, and we will tag them with waiting the asset so that they get whatever they requested, and then we will just remove them from the campaign. Or what we could simply do is just delete this. Yes, let's make life easy. Okay, so we update our tags. Okay, if they are new to us, if this is our first time interacting with them, we'll send them an email to confirm their email address. Okay, once they open the email and they click on the confirmation button, they visit a certain page. We already integrated Mautic into our WordPress website through the code I showed you. Okay, or you could simply just Google Mautic WordPress plugin, and it's really easy to do. Okay, so once the person visits that page, Mautic will know that they visited it, so it will first update their tags. It will remove pending and assign them a status active uh, tag so that they no, and then we'll tag them with waiting asset delivery. Okay, so that our asset delivery campaign can take care of them. All right. Now at this point, I think you understand the basics of how Mautic works. This is not how you should do it. There is no specific way of how you should do it. With Mautic, you can be as creative as you possibly can. Nothing is stopping you, literally. Okay. So for now, I'll just click on apply, close builder, and launch. No, save and close. All right. Now we have our email confirmation master campaign published. Ha ha ha. All right. At this point, Mautic is good to go, but it lags something very important. Okay. It lags cron jobs that push it. And cron jobs are basically codes or programs, small programs that execute at the back end, okay? So that Mautic stays updated, keeps track of all your visitors and all your leads and who replied, who opened what emails should be sent, at what time should they be sent, and so on, okay? So for that, we'll go to our cPanel again and we'll type cron jobs, and it's once this once this opens, we'll use something like this. So let's say your service provider, your hosting provider allows you to run only every 15 minutes. You will select that. You should check with their documentation. But the way I like to do it is I have them divided every few minutes. Okay? So let's say once per minute I run a certain type of code. If you go to the post you are on, or you should be on right now, you should see at the very end I have this here. All right, and this is basically a code. It's not like any other type of post I have. So this really took me time. All right, so you basically copy this into a text document, and I have it here. All right, so once you copy it, you'll notice I put stars where your directory should be, where Mautic is installed. All right, so the way you figure that out is you could go to configuration, and let's just, yes, path to log directory. Okay, so what we want is everything till the slash, without the slash. Okay, because everything here has the slash and app. So I use Sublime, so I'll basically just find all the stars, find all, and replace all the stars by my path. Okay, so what I'll do is every 1 to 15 minutes I want to run segments update, so my segments get updated. So what I'll do now is I'll go back here, and once I replace the stars both, all right, you see here are the stars. There's a star here and there's a star here. Okay, this will basically save your logs. I actually added this myself. I don't think it's in the official documentation. Before you execute this, you go to File Manager, and you should go to public HTML and wherever you installed your Mautic. So I have it in under public HTML Mautic. So I'll create a new folder, and I want it to be cron logs, creating folder, and this basically will help me see what's happening and so on. All right, so now that I have that, I will just replace the stars with uh, the path, so this here, and I'll copy the first one, and I want it to be every 1 minute, so I'll select here once per minute, and I'll paste that right here, and I'll simply say add cron, add a new cron job. All right, and if you look below, I cannot show you because that is very risky. But you get the point, right? So you basically do this. You should consult with your hosting what is the limit, I basically run all those on a 1 minute basis. So every minute, everything is being updated. The segments are being updated. The campaigns are being rebuilt. The campaign triggers. Did they do this? Did they do this? If this happens, do this. If this happens, do this. My emails are being sent. Messages are being sent. So failed messages will be resent and new messages will be sent. If I'm sending a broadcast, it will also be sent. And then I have this set to 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes, I execute two commands. Okay, this is the first one, which will check if what bounced, what was rejected, what got a reply, and so on. And this will process webhooks. I have no idea what they are yet, but I am excited to know. Every 30 minutes, I run the social monitoring section, so I see what's going on. I have no idea how this works. I'm not gonna lie to you. And daily, I update the IP. I know what this is. So every day, I'm updating the IP database so that I'm keeping the system updated so new subscribers can be tracked properly. All right. So I just showed you how it works. It's very simple, and yeah. What else? Channels. I showed you campaigns already. Channels. You have marketing messages. Here you can see all the emails you sent or you'll be sending. Focus items. I don't know what all these are. You should check the documentation. Points. I think you can give a contacts points. For example, manage actions here. Let's say if someone confirms their email, I want confirmed email. I want to award them with 1 point. And let's say the reason why I'm doing this is because I know my subscribers will be very ready for a sales pitch at, let's say, 100 points. Okay, so I'll say I want to give them 1 point for confirming the email. Want to contact, uh, visit a specific URL, and here, so once a contact visits this URL, I'll just give them 1 point. But then let's say they read a blog post about Mautic, so read Mautic blog post, and let's say I want to sell a product related to Mautic. Okay, so I want to be like, okay, this person read the blog, and and uh, and yes, so here's my thinking. Okay, so someone read a blog post, that means they are interested, so I'll award them, let's say, 20 points, because that tells me they are very interested in this. Okay, and that puts them closer to me actually selling them, and I can send certain emails based on points and how many points people have, or a point range, and so on. You should experiment with that for sure. Stages is also something you should check out. I am not very uh, knowledgeable about it, but it says use stages, stage actions, so just a contact stage score based on defined events. For example, give a contact 10 stages if he or she opens a campaign email. I guess similar to points. And then reports is basically your reports. So submission of published forms, leads and points, downloads of all assets, all emails. So if you'll see how many people downloaded your assets, and so on. So I know there's a lot to cover in this, and I hope that gave you a good start on Mautic. Just before I forget, Mautic is very very new. It came out very recently, I think early last year or 2016, but that is very new for an open source program. Okay, and even though it really moved fast, it grew fast, it improved like crazy. I would be slightly cautious, um, and you should really check it out. Try it out a little bit before you use it full time. And one thing I learned is, you see, sometimes it won't work very well, and the best solution is to go to where you installed Mautic. You go to app, you see this folder here, delete it. Simple as that. Refresh, and things should happen. See? Immediately. I got two contacts. I got two contacts today. Two people subscribed to my email. All right. And it says I have one email pending email confirmation, which is good because that proves the campaign and the segmentation and everything is working. Um, all right. I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you share it, let other people know, and bye.